gonna do this in unison
That
with feeling.
machine is not Muscle Shell County friendly.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, always a good way to start.
Tis.
And I did read the minutes in advance, which is too very unusual.
Yeah.
But it does need to be modified just a little bit. I wasn't there at the LEPC meeting.
Oh, okay,
Because all
so,
three were there, and then there were two other little things, but they were just simple.
You were
It was
there.
well written.
You were there in spirit.
We'll give you credit.
We ate some pizza for you.
okay, well, did you write on them to modify it?
No, I didn't, and I should have told you that last night. I should have
Okay.
put it in an email.
Well, they're on paper over there, so you can just do it there and then don't sign them and I'll go correct them and,
Okay.
oops, you guys are crooked. No, not really crooked, but on the camera.
We've been accused of that before, you know.
I know, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant.
You know, I'm going to move that we approve the agenda.
And I'll second that.
Any changes that you're aware of, Molly?
No, there's not, except a phone call gonna be at 9 o'clock when Teresa's here,
Okay,
so, but that doesn't need to, yeah, phone call regarding the,
that shouldn't take
Yeah.
too much. All right, then, do I hear a second?
Okay, I'll second it. 'Cause you made the
You
motion.
made the motion, right?
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. And the only reason I don't say all opposed is because the two voters also aye. It's just an efficient use of Robert's rules.
Yes,
I would agree with that. That's what we've all done.
So-
I guess we'll talk about discussion. I called Ron Treidel and I called Wayne Meredith, and they might come in either today or next week when we have the meeting on the Jennings Road.
okay, yep. Because we have public comment on making Jennings Road this week and next week.
Okay, okay.
And you'll sign it next week, so
Okay.
that's the best time for them to come in, probably next week.
All right, how about,
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
That was a lot, yes, aye.
Okay, all right. You're just a tick off, Mike. You're interrupting our rhythm here.
Yeah, I'm still asleep.
Okay, motion passed.
You're on your second day already. You were up to like at 3 this morning.
Oh, were you?
I was up all night.
How come?
My arm goes to sleep, and
Oh.
I can't sleep.
How the heck?
You know, I've got
I've
some-
got an appointment for March 8th, and I'm thinking of calling Dr. Reagan and saying, can you squeeze me in a little sooner?
Yeah, I really. Me, you know, I found that, you know, with my toothache, I found that the opioid prescription helps me sleep. I have vivid dreams. I have
I'll
visions.
have to talk to my pusher.
I have very weird dreams. I had one last night that I woke up laughing because it was so ridiculously crazy. I had to call my kids. I told the girls. You guys wouldn't understand it because you don't know some of the people, but
Too sophisticated.
it was so funny.
Every once in a while, I have a dream that stays with you that you remember years later.
Mhm.
And there's a series of dreams I get that give me a same feeling. That's
Impending doom.
it's deep sorrow.
Good morning,
Good
gentlemen.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
So
Hopefully there's no more dead animals over the weekend.
Not this weekend.
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, the fish. I was fairly hurt on the fish.
yeah, where'd you go?
Cooney Reservoir.
Yeah?
Yeah. Although
How's
here
your?
the arm is turning beautiful colors.
Oh, boy.
I lost control of the winch on my lower down ice shack.
Yes, that's nice.
I thought I broke it for a minute.
You should
It's actually looking way better now.
should tattoo the other arm matching.
Yeah, no, I mean, clipped right there pretty hard. But I mean, it's healing up good now. I mean,
It is turning nice colors,
Yeah.
different colors.
but it's not mottled
No,
black and blue anymore. And it's healing because I mean, this is starting to turn yellow instead of purple. So,
then I'll go green.
Good news.
yeah.
Well, you know what Nietzsche says,
Who?
Stupid is as stupid does. I don't know.
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Uh,
I say that every time I get hurt.
Well, when did you even play the piano?
Well, I can play the piano, and this hand works just fine.
Okay.
This one, the fingers are still numb, so I don't know what I did to that one.
He's having his whole arm going numb. That's what we were just talking about. But real fast, because 8:45 comes fast and Teresa's on her way in. So did you guys go to any meetings?
Well, we had, last week we had the budget review with the department heads, sessions with, and also with Mako on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And, what else did we got going?
Well,
You had the weird,
there was a weird meeting at 1 o'clock
When?
on Tuesday, and another weird meeting at 11:30 on Wednesday. Central Montana Health Board meeting was canceled and moved to February 20th, which I thought was a wise move.
yeah, the weird meeting on Wednesday was an update from High Plains, and it was excellent. Of
Yeah.
the path forward, and
Yeah,
they gave
it
us
was.
preliminary drawings of what they're gonna be working with this contractor once we get them on board to determine the structural repair and the type of roof options. It was really well done. I
They
was
went
impressed.
through a lot of stuff in detail, it was very well.
And we were all in attendance in that one.
The one takeaway I had was they told us that the wall on the south end is all wood. I would have thought everything was brick.
Yeah.
It's wood. They think that's the very first wall that was built in that building, which makes it the oldest wooden wall in Montana.
They think, honestly, but I think it means there might be money hidden in that wall.
I thought,
Cash.
I never would have guessed that, because I would have assumed everything was brick, but it wasn't. Well, that first portion, when you go in the basement, it's 2 foot higher in the basement than it is the next section. So obviously they built that building in sections.
But didn't
over
they
years,
usually
over
do that?
Probably a 15-year period.
Yeah, didn't they usually do that even with houses and stuff? It was a small house and then
Yeah,
they, additions
they
and
just kept
just like
adding
the
on.
town,
But kind of interesting.
Yeah, okay. So that was on Wednesday.
Do you have anything like
No,
Okay.
other than the phone discussion I had with Staley, or not Staley, but WWC about these two, the certificate of survey and the ag covenant.
To get that all straightened out.
Yeah, I mean, that was, they, they agreed with me that we should have tabled this because that the Realtor was leaning on the clerk and recorder to have that just done so they could close a loan.
Mm.
And they should not have, there's no way in devil they should have done that.
Well, they tried. That's what realtors do.
Whenever you see, you
So-
can smell the money. What else we got? So
Well,
do we need
That
to,
meeting yesterday, on Wednesday, was a walkthrough, and, no, that was Tuesday.
On what? Oh, the Weir building?
We're building, and no, it was for the contractors to come over, and no one showed up but Teresa and Ken Minnie, so, and me. So Ken and I walked through it.
well, and then that John Meinek, he's expressed,
Yeah.
but honestly, if we
And
don't get
Teresa
interest.
called him, but he got delayed, so
Yeah, so
he
maybe
was
that's
gonna
the
be
case.
there.
I do want competition for that, and it does give us the idea. Let's say that we don't have strong developer interest at this time, and we might decide just to wait then.
Yeah.
Still get the building ready, because I can't imagine that won't be a really great opportunity for somebody.
That's what I think. That's
Yeah.
what
We have options, and then of course, obviously with the new administration we've got, there's gonna be an effect on interest rates.
Yeah.
And with the legislature, they could very well.
Well,
do
Ken
some-
Manny said he's still getting calls on that building,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
so. And I talked to Ken and Teresa
Do you wanna hand me this stuff so I can?
about, I said, I think the way it should be handled, it should be made into a company with investors. But that's their provision, that's not mine, but, I mean, I think these guys ought to get together. If they can't, one guy can't swing the whole damn project, they should,
Collaborate.
yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense, cause I'd be an investor.
It could very well end up being the Gotham building.
Good. I don't know, which guy?
Would that be a conflict of interest?
Oh, man.
Well, it could be the Cheryl Goffney building.
You got it?
I did get it, I think. Let's see what we got.
It's the square down at the bottom,
This one right here.
yeah.
See, you know what you're doing.
He just doesn't have any feeling in his fingers when he hits the button too much.
Yeah, it's funny, it don't work until I go to bed and then my arm goes to sleep.
My hands go to sleep.
Well, I'm moving in the daytime, it's not bad.
I cannot believe this worked.
You guys are
And it
learning.
might be the first time that there was never a problem. And I, noticed that I did it and Mike didn't.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
we
kidding.
noticed that.
No, I was fully expecting a surprise, but
Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
Very
We're good. How you
And
doing?
yourself?
Good.
All right, we're close, so we got a few minutes.
Yeah, but
Seconds.
I didn't know that, I forgot because I don't live in town anymore, the bells go off. So you guys have like this nice reminder, it's time to start business
Exactly.
with the bell.
But it makes me think of holier thoughts. And I have hope. I have hope for the future.
Reminds me of home. I've grown up in my house.
When you hear that song, Faith of Our Fathers, being sung by the choir. Faith. All right, I think we're almost ready. Gosh, I'm really pushing punctuality. Huh?
We got KT.
KT, Kenny, no,
Yeah.
KT.
Can you hear us, KT? Catherine Thompson?
I can hear you.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
goodness, that's such a
That
good
is
thing to
good.
hear.
It's working.
She is here from Staley because you all will be opening the bids for the capital improvement plan,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
which I did not give you. Excuse me for one. Go ahead and do any public comment on
All right.
Jennings Road.
Is there any public comment on any matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda? Going twice, is there any public comment on any matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda? And who's that, Alan,
Lisa,
Aletha Attell? Aletha, do you have any public comment?
No,
Okay, very
thank you.
Jesus, that's good.
And then last, third time, is there any public comment on public matters within this jurisdiction of commission that is not on the agenda? Okay, hearing none, public comment is closed.
Can I ask who the other person was?
It's, Aletha, can you spell your name? Actually, go ahead and ask Wandy what information you need.
Aletha, can you please spell your name for me? I'm not able to see the monitor. And where you're from?
Alisa, A-L-I-S-A, Etzel, E-T-Z-E-L. I'm with Staley Engineering in Billings, Montana.
Apologize for getting your name wrong. I couldn't read.
No problem.
Aletha,
Happens a lot.
well, I don't know. Aletha sounded kind of weird to me, but Alisa sounds a lot better.
No, everybody with the name Aletha is going to be
That's right.
offended. Yes,
Well, I know. Yeah, you're right. I take that back. I take it back.
it's a beautiful name.
All right, what do we got? So now we go into business.
Yes, we do.
I can move that we review and sign the certificate of survey for 2025-2 RB in Section 9, Township 5, North, Range 25 East, creating tracts 1, 2A, 2B, 3, and 4, submitted by West Razor Creek Ranch LLC, subject to them calling in and explaining a little more about the situation, just as we talked.
They're gonna call in at 9.
They're supposed to call in today, so we can sign them, but we need to know what the whole process is here.
Okay. Mike?
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
So I'll make the motion to review and sign the agricultural covenant for tract 2A, certificate of survey 2025-1 RB, situated in section 9, township 9-5 north, range 25 east, submitted by West Razor Creek Ranch LLC.
Submitted to
With
the
the
phone.
same stipulation?
Subject to the phone call.
Yes, and this is the reason that we're gonna have a little discussion. Because there are two bills in the legislature that are talking about this very issue, that because it is affecting, that will affect people who are not ag related, purchasing ag property and then getting an ag benefit on the real estate taxes because they purchased a ranch. They are targeting the American Prairie Reserve with those bills. And this is the same situation.
Meaning that the categorization of that land
Yes.
use is really
Been going
important.
on for,
Yes.
been going on for years.
I know, and I don't know how far those bills are gonna go, but they are going to be discussing that issue.
Okay, but that's in the future, this is right now.
It is, I can tell you that we have to address it. Has to be addressed.
All right, so, okay, do I got a second?
Yeah, second.
He seconded, Mike Turley seconded.
Well, you made the motion, I need a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You did.
And, okay, any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, I move that we review and sign the offer letter to Mark Petrie for the Swift Current Grant.
I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Motion carried.
that's an important one here.
Yeah, the mark it is. I'll make a motion to open bids for planning consultants for a CDBG grant from Muscat County's capital improvement plan and growth policy.
And I definitely will second that one as well.
All right, any discussion?
Any discussion? Kathy?
Well, you need to open them.
Okay, so,
No discussion.
okay, good. So motion carried to open them, and so I need to open them? Okay.
And what you'll do is you'll just take them under advisement with the county attorney to look over and Anya from the CDBG, I sent them to her also,
Okay,
so
all right, I'm opening, the first one I'm opening,
it's not named, I didn't name them, they're named on the front.
that's okay. So the proposal is planning consulting services from Staley Engineering. And again, we'll review these and we'll be making a decision. We have the grant, right?
Yeah, $50,000.
Yeah, okay.
So we just have to,
I guess we have to choose somebody to do the plan,
Yep,
okay?
yep.
And then the second one, and Kathy, we appreciate Staley's interest.
does she have anything to say about
Do you have anything to say, Kathy?
I do not. We're just tuning in to see, who put in on it, and if you had any questions.
And then I've got a better proposal from, I'm just kidding.
Come on now.
Ah, my
Just seeing
goodness.
if you're paying attention. Then I've got another proposal from WCC Engineering. Same thing, we'll look at them, we'll compare them, we'll make sure, it's responsive and meets our needs, and we'll make a decision.
And send it, and yeah, mainly we're waiting on if Ben wants to look at it, the new county attorney. I don't know if you all know, we have a new county attorney, Ben Kukalka, and we do have, Bob Pankratz is now chairman. So I just wanted to give you that information, Kathy. But
Perfect.
mainly we need to hear from Anya Najara, or I hope I said her name right, from the CDBG grant people.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really good point. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have the
And
attorney,
I sent them to
CDBG.
her. And I send them to Ben electronically also.
So are we got a target for when we might decide? Because we do wanna get this moving.
We do. I
If
mean,
you
you
got the money,
guys,
maybe we'll try and have a decision by next Friday.
I think that would be
That's-
perfect.
We'll act as soon as we can, Kathy.
Is that okay?
Okay,
And we
Awesome.
appreciate your
Thank
interest.
you.
Thank you.
have a great morning.
Yep, you too.
You take care.
All right, I'm gonna give
You
these
too.
back to you.
I can get them.
I know, I circumvented the official,
She had to reach out with both hands.
And I did.
because the sooner I get it off my desk, it's out of my court. So,
No longer responsible.
all right, we're tracking pretty good. I want to note how quickly we took care of business.
Okay, we did. It was very
And
nice.
complications.
Yeah.
Sort of a nervous fear in my voice.
And if you look at this, we do have some things. Sean's not here today, which is probably a good thing. And Reed's not good. Well, it's because we have JT Powers coming in. They're an insurance company.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're like Mako, and they do what Mako does. So
It may be cheaper.
Well, I think it never hurts to
it never does.
have, to see what the competition is. What are we paying now, over
Oh,
$1,000?
for heaven's
A
sakes.
lot.
I think-
Yeah, right around $1,000.
For medical insurance, it's $9.94 one person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And so that's been creeping
month.
up.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
and that's been creeping up at a pretty strong clip every year.
Well, they said, I remember when they came in, there was one year that it did not increase. 1 year.
Yeah.
But since then, we've increased like $200 a month, and but, I mean, maybe that's just what it is. Everything's increased.
Yeah,
Well, it is.
so they're not all.
Insurance has really turned into one heck of a,
Yeah, yeah.
But when I did the budget review, what we pay for health insurance, the county is a lot of money. I think it's over $600,000 a year. So that's for 54 full-time employees, and it's a great benefit, but it's not free.
It's how you get employees for one, but, man, oh.
Yeah. Not much we can do about it, but we can keep checking.
Yeah.
Well, that's, just to kind of feel the market out and what's going on, see if there's any harm in hearing somebody.
Well, my car insurance went down.
What did?
My car insurance. After I had all them crashes.
It went
And
down.
they canceled my insurance. As of February 1st, my insurance is canceled, so I have a new insurance company. But Cheryl ran into a deer 2 nights ago and did $8,000 damage to her car. So the old insurance company has to pay that because they don't run out till February 1st.
Oh, yeah.
So that probably gives you a straight satisfaction.
yeah.
It kind of does. Better piss them off.
Oh,
For
well,
heaven's sakes.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe you shouldn't be driving us.
Maybe I should.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is you
Sure.
ever go someplace? Don't you drive? Or you?
We just, he's been, although I've watched him drive on muddy roads, and I think he does better than I do.
Muddy roads
He's
is
got
one
a pretty
thing.
good skill set.
Something I've done all
Highways
my
where
life.
there's deer or cars.
It was
Another.
notably excellent the way he drove on muddy roads.
We lived through it.
There's something else I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to know which one of you guys are want to go to the Mackers thing.
Mackers?
Makers.
Mackers.
You went last year.
No, he said no, but you guys said yeah, one of us can go. I need to make a reservation, and I need to have a name.
Are you gonna go?
Don't
Did you
fight
go?
over it.
You don't have to go. I
Yeah,
mean,
you really don't.
You've all been there
Someone should
before.
go.
Yeah.
Because
You got the
we
road
went
department.
one year and it was a very good,
Yeah. Well, the road department is going,
Mhm.
so
Is
you
Tom
guys.
and Denise gonna go?
not Denise, I think it would be somebody
Okay,
else, but,
okay.
I don't know about Tom, with
Yeah,
his
I don't
situation, I
either.
don't know.
He attended that meeting
If you
Wednesday.
don't wanna go, I would go. I would.
Well, I'd sure like to go, so,
Both of you?
yeah.
You're both gonna go?
Well, we could sign us up, if we don't go, we don't go.
Okay, but I'm making hotel reservations.
Yeah, I know.
And
No, it's-
paying for it, okay. I will do that, Mike and Mike to
Well, I
go.
guess if you both will probably be going. Probably, they're probably gonna meet with the governor, and
Oh, yeah.
He'll call us.
it's a great opportunity for.
Probably call and see if we're gonna be there.
And you guys gotta remember about February, you're going to the
Oh, yeah.
legislative Mako thing,
Yeah.
end of February.
I checked because that
Oh.
CMHB meeting is on the 20th, which is just before that.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe they intersected, but no.
We'll
When's
leave this,
Mako?
we're done with public comment.
It's not the Mako, it's a legislative Mako.
They said Helena,
When is that?
That's, the
24th.
24th, 25th, 26th of February.
Yeah.
That's gonna be quite a deal because of all of the legislative
Mhm.
issues in place.
It was 2 years ago too, it was pretty interesting.
So-
It was.
Y'all can start with Teresa. Once
Yes.
the phone call comes in, I'll come in and I'll go fix these minutes and I will take these and I will.
And then when we actually
And
sign
this-
these, if you want me to sign them on the,
Yeah, out there, yeah, we'll do that,
That might
yeah,
be
we'll just
easier.
do that later when we have a
Yeah,
minute.
after we get that.
Cause it's a,
Even though I might go up there, I did clear my office.
I noticed that, I did notice that, thank you.
Duly noted.
Volumes and volumes of data that I waded through too.
Well, since Ben's here, and I don't know what your time's like, Ben, the one thing I wanted to discuss with you guys was that I need Ben for is, well, two things. The vacant lots and, you know, like, can the county proceed?
I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you on that
Okay.
yet. I'm sorry, I just,
That's
I
okay.
don't.
I don't think we're in a hurry.
I think I can have an answer for you next week. I
I'm
got
sure
a
there's
little bit of time.
precedence in this.
What?
I'm sure there's precedence somewhere where they paid more than appraised value, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, if you read Mako's response, it's like,
No.
we can do it. You know, they actually said there's nothing
Yeah.
that says we can't do it. But my guess is we can do it, but we have to document why,
Why, yeah.
you know, that it's in the best interest of the county and all that good stuff.
And I did tell Bruce, the landowner, that, you know, he's willing to give us the documents showing how much money he
Yeah.
invested in improving the property and bringing the utilities up to grade, and so,
The other route is to get another appraisal, and maybe it would be different, but, or maybe even worse, but it's a thought.
It is a thought, hopefully we don't need to do that, but if, I think, well, we'll see, but I think there's, in that range of money we talked about to do it, I think there's a will here that might be the smartest move for us to do right now. And you saw that I plugged it into the updated estimate and there's a couple of surprise, well, you go ahead and talk and then I'll
well,
share.
no, like, okay, Ben, or do you have limited time, do I need to ask questions of you, are you leaving?
I am gonna have to step out. I've got hearings going this morning. I'm trying to determine exactly what time those are because they were supposed to be yesterday, then they were set to this morning. Now they seem like they might have changed, and
Okay.
so I'm shooting messages back and forth trying to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to be.
So, if I could just sort of jump around a little
No
bit,
problem.
so I went in and I scanned some of those historic documents.
Oh, yeah.
And then the archivist replied back, I think I copied y'all on that, but he said, it depends on the county's, these are county documents, these are from a historic, county attorney. And so there's certain laws where you have to keep records, so these may be ones that you guys have to keep. But so I sent it to Ben and Cheryl and Bonady and said, what do we do with these? And are they legally things we have to keep?
Okay,
Because they are, complaints and legal documents.
I saw Goffney's name in there a lot.
Oh,
The topic of that one, that was.
Did you read that letter?
Bob
Really,
Peckgrass?
I loved it. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Mr. Peckgrass, this is Steve McIntosh with Montana Wyoming West. I was